Salut, c'est Mathieu de Ludovox et aujourd'hui je suis sur le stand de Flying Frog avec Scott Hill. Donc Scott, c'est l'auteur de Shadows of Brimstone, c'est l'auteur de Dark Gothic et Scott va nous présenter Caverns of Cynder, qui est la dernière extension de Shadows of Brimstone. Hi Scott, how are you?
I'm doing great. We're here on the show floor at GenCon 2015.
And today you bring forth Caverns of Cynder, which is an expansion for Shadows of Brimstone. So we are really excited because the testing team, the core testing team of the website loved Brimstone so much. We did a couple of vids on it.
That's awesome. We've been playing it now for several years in playtesting, and we're still not tired of it. It has endless enjoyment for us because there's so many different things that can happen and different characters to play through, and the way that the things come together, it feels very unique each time you play.
So, what is Caverns of Cynder about? Obviously, it's about to be fiery.
Oh yes, it's very hot. So, Caverns of Cynder is our first new Otherworld expansion, and what that means is, in the two core sets, we visit both the mines on Earth, and then you can go through portals to another world. So in A City of the Ancients, you can go through the portal into the other world, the Targa Plateau. And in Swamps of Death, you can go through a portal to the other world, Swamps of Jargono. This is an other world that you can go to besides those two, which is the Caverns of Cynder. And it's sort of a cavernous, fiery hellscape. It's lots of pools of lava and ancient alien structures in here, and lots of lava men going all over the place. It's pretty crazy. And the other side of each of the tiles is actually new mine tiles for the mines, and so it also includes an entire new set of things to explore in the mines.
And lava in the mines, as I can see.
Actually, I was going to say, you had one of these here. This is actually a mine tile, but it's broken through with lava. We wanted to kind of bring the fiery Caverns of Cynder into the Earth realm here. And on a lot of these pieces, you can see squares that are highlighted in yellow. These are called lava spaces. And when your characters try to step through there, they have to make the saving throw listed on there. And so you have to be tread very carefully across these lava spaces. And you'll see those all through the Caverns of Cynder.
So do we have new characters? Do we also have, new monsters? So lava men, okay.
Yes, and you can see the card right there if you want to grab that up. There he is. So the lava men are the fierce kind of lava creatures that inhabit all over the Caverns of Cynder, and so you encounter them quite a bit. And so it includes the new enemy characters here for these, and the new miniatures, which actually turned out really good. We're proud of them. And then the full mine set and / Cynder set on the other side. We didn't want to do some little version because it seemed like it would be weird if, when you go to Targa or Jargono, you play in this vast expanse, and then if you ever go to Caverns of Cynder, it's like 6 rooms or something. So we wanted to make it the same size as the main set. That means it's a huge set that's very, very heavy with all these boards. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. It's chock full of all the boards, the miniatures, and then a ton of new cards and scenarios. And the cards include lots of new Cynder-specific encounters, Cynder-specific threats, and artifacts. There's a whole new Caverns of Cynder artifact deck, and it has great things that become instant classics for your group, like the Fireblade. This is one of my favorites. I have a Bandito that has the Fireblade, and when you attack creatures, you have a chance of setting them on fire as well. It's fantastic. And there's a Fire Whip and some really good stuff in here. And then besides that, we've got a new map deck that covers all of the new tiles for the Caverns of Cynder, and a brand new map deck for the mine, which covers all the new mine tiles on the flip side of those, and then new artifacts, and there's a lot of new rules and new scenarios. And so it's a lot of goodies in here, and we're not ones to leave any space in a game box empty. And so, yes, I know. And so on the counter sheets, we made room to put on some other goodies that enhance the experience of the original game. So we have a full set of tokens that are poker chips, like vintage Old West poker chips of different denominations to represent experience points, because people wanted a way to just have tokens to count experience points. And then we also have things like Hellfire tokens. This is something that we came up with in playtesting. We made these elite markers, and so it'll mark what elite ability a group might have, because it can get confusing, especially if you're fighting several groups of monsters and all of them have elite abilities, like if you're higher level guys. So Caverns of Cynder retails, in the US anyway, for $49.95, and it should be in stores this September. The other one that we have in stores coming out in September is the Doorways into Darkness box set. And this one is basically the plastic doorways for both the mines and other worlds. And it's to enhance the game. We're all about theme. That's why we have soundtracks and things like this. And we have, we care a lot and put a lot of attention into the artwork because we love the theme of the game. So we wanted to come up with, actual physical door models to represent the doorways rather than just having the end of a jigsaw puzzle piece to denote a doorway. Excuse me. But, they're totally optional. It makes the game a lot more fun to me. It looks a lot more interesting and impressive. But we wanted to add some value so that people would, understand that this is, it's worthwhile to buy this. And so we put in a new set of cards that we call the Into Darkness mini expansion. And so it has new cards for the game, including some really cool new artifacts and gear, darkness cards, and encounters. And a lot of them have to do with doorways and that kind of thing. So it's kind of themed together. But we're very excited about it. And this includes one of the artifacts that our concept artist, Brian Snowdy, he was so excited about this. And it's basically a set of outlaw armor. And he patterned it after the set of outlaw armor that Ned Kelly used in the Old West, where he had actual armor and was able to rob banks because they would fire and the bullets would just bounce right off. And we thought, okay, that's too cool. Let's put it in there. And so that's going to be, I think, a new popular favorite. So Doorways into Darkness also should be in retail stores in September. And in the U.S., it retails for $24.95.
Okay, so no new heroes.
So we're working on it. We have lots more stuff. And at the show here, we have some GenCon previews where we got really, really early stuff. So early, we haven't even done the artwork for the packaging yet. We have them in generic white boxes. But outside of that, nothing's ready for retail yet. But this fall, there will be some new enemy sets. We are slated... I believe that we'll have the Guardian of Targa, which is the big four-armed, robotic creature on the Targa Plateau. They're the guardians left there behind by the ancient alien race that built the city. And so not something you want to mess with, but it's a lot of fun. And then also 2 deluxe enemy packs. The Serpentmen of Jargono and the Masters of the Void. And the reason these guys are deluxe enemy packs is not only do they come with 2 different types of new enemies to fight, but also they have a lot of new decks of cards. So the Serpentmen of Jargono, it has 6 new Serpentmen warriors and 1 new Serpentman shaman, and then all these cards to support it. So the Serpentman shaman has a deck of shaman magic spells, and so when you fight them, they have different spells that they can cast at your group. There's also shaman juju trinkets, where every time you run into a shaman, they have different, maybe a headdress, or maybe a rattle, or maybe a wand, or things like that give them different abilities. There's also a deck of different tribes of the types of Serpentmen, and so whatever tribe you run into in Jargono, there'll be modifiers from the basic guys. A lot of this stuff is created to just add a lot of variety, so every time you play, you run into kind of different and new stuff. We want people to play this for the next 10, 20 years and still have new adventures every time they play. Besides that, it also has new artifacts for the game, like Jargono artifacts, new encounters. It's a chock-full expansion. And then the other deluxe enemy pack is the Masters of the Void, and it has the Void Sorcerers and the Void Hounds, and it has a big deck of Void magic. So when you're fighting Void Sorcerers, they have different spells that they can cast. There's also artifacts and all the good stuff. And both of these sets also have new scenarios for the game. So it's chock full of everything that people love. I can't wait to get it in the hands of gamers and see what they think, because I think they're really going to love it.
And we grew impatient as well.
I know. I'm sorry. We're working around the clock. We really are working around the clock. We're going to get it for you guys. I promise.
Thank you very much for your time and à bientôt sur Ludovox. Salut!